Hello, dear all, dear students, dear teachers, dear candidates. Welcome back to Ibrahima Ngom Attitude YouTube channel. If you want to join our WhatsApp group, please just send me a message on WhatsApp on 775787557. 2 days ago, we dealt with English grammar quiz number 1. And here is English grammar quiz number 2. So the first quiz, we had 20 questions. Here also we have 20 questions. Okay. Number 1, rarely, I have seen, have I seen, I saw, did I saw such a dedicated teacher in all my years of experience. Here, is it A, B, C, or D to complete the blank, to fill in the blanks? So knowing that rarely is a negative or semi-negative word, and we saw in our lessons in the former videos that when you have a sentence starting with a negative or semi-negative word, we must have inversion, auxiliary, subject, verb. So the right answer here is have I seen. When a negative or restrictive adverb such as rarely, seldom, never, hardly, scarcely, little, or only then begins a sentence, subject, auxiliary, inversion is required. Have I seen instead of I have seen. So the normal order normally is I have rarely seen such a dedicated teacher. But when you start with rarely, rarely have I seen such a dedicated teacher. Number 2, not only is also a negative word beginning a sentence. Not only did he complete, not only he completed, not only he did complete, or not only he completed he. Which one is the best option to fill in the blanks? Number 2. Once again, not only is a negative expression at the beginning of a sentence, inversion is required here. Not only did he complete the assignment. Number 3, hardly we reached. Hardly have we reached. Hardly are we reaching. Hardly did we reach. Here also, so we said when the sentence starts with a negative or a semi-negative expressions, sentence, word, an inversion is required. Inversion, auxiliary, subject, verb. So here we are in the past. Hardly did we reach the station when the plane pulled out. Okay. Number 4, I would rather you tell me, told me, had told me, or have told me the truth yesterday. Here it is yesterday, and would rather expresses preference or states preference. When you have would rather in a present situation, would rather plus subject, it is preterite. But here we are in a past situation, yesterday. I would rather you had told the truth. Let me explain you. After would rather plus subject, when we refer to a past action that did not happen or that we regret, we use the past prefix. It is no longer preference in this case, it is regret. So the preference is for the present situation. I would rather you did something, but in the past it becomes a regret. I would rather you had done or had not done something in the past. So would rather plus subject plus past perfect. In the present or future preference, I would rather you told me the truth. Do you see? So in the present situation, it is preterite. But in a past situation, it is past perfect. Number 5, no one was allowed to leave the room. Tag question. Was he? Wasn't he? Were they? Weren't they? Here, no one will be replaced by he or by they. No one. Is it a boy or a girl? A man or a woman? Okay. So no one. Is it he or she? So we don't know. Here we prefer to say they. Je vais expliquer un peu en français. Quand vous avez tag questions, quelqu'un, personne, n'importe qui, tout le monde, c'est des mots qui n'ont pas de genre. Quand je dis quelqu'un tape à la porte, c'est un garçon mais c'est une fille. On ne sait pas. Donc, l'anglais ne dira pas tell him ou bien tell her. Si c'était un garçon, on dirait tell him. Une fille, on dirait tell her. Mais quand je dis quelqu'un tape à la porte, on ne sait pas si c'est garçon ou fille. L'anglais prend ses distances et choisit they. Parce que they, c'est neutre. Maintenant, ici, si on choisit they, on accorde aussi le verbe avec. Et dans no one, il y a no qui est négatif. Et on a vu aussi le tag question, quand c'est no, le tag question est affirmatif. Parce que no, c'est un mot négatif. Donc, no one was allowed, ce sera plus was, parce qu'on a un nouveau sujet, ce sera were. Were they is the best option. Why? So, nobody called, did they? Because nobody, you don't say did he or did her. You don't know whether it is a boy or a girl. Okay, you're going to say did he or did she. So, you say did they. No one knew the answer. Did they also? Nothing happened. Nothing, nothing is something. Something, it cannot be he, cannot be she. Something is always it. There's no problem with nothing. Number 6. He'd called the police. He'd. He'd, is it he would or he could? It can be would, it can be could when we have he'd. But here, he'd is followed by the base form. So it can be had. Had is always followed by the past perfect. By the past participle. And here you have a base form, so it is would. So he would call the police, wouldn't he? Donc, lorsque vous avez un tag questions, comme on l'a eu il y a cela quelques années au baccalauréat, he'd call the police, wouldn't he? Et he'd called avec ed, c'est hadn't he. Parce qu'on a vu en classe que would plus base form is simple conditional and had plus past participle is past perfect. Number 7. He's called the police. Here also it is the same. He's called the police. Isn't he? Hasn't he? Doesn't he? Wasn't he? He's called the police. So number 7. Here also his can be he is or he has. So is and has are contracted by he apostrophe s. So the first challenge is to know whether it is he or has, then the form negative or affirmative. And here the sentence is affirmative, so that question should be negative. So here it is has. Why has? Because we have a past participle. Donc apostrophe s en anglais, ça peut signifier is, ça peut signifier has. C'est le premier challenge chez les élèves. Donc he is calling the police, c'est isn't he, c'est he is calling, present continuous. He's called the police, ça c'est le present perfect. He has called the police, hasn't he. Maintenant à la phrase 3, c'est la voix passive. He is called by the police. Il est appelé par la police. C'est la police qui l'a appelé. Isn't he? So is plus ing is present continuous. Has plus past participle present perfect. And is plus past participle is the passive voice. Number 8. She suggested that he finishes, finished, or finishing his research proposal before the meeting. So here you have the word suggested that, the expression suggested that, which is in a lesson I have recently posted, the mandative subjunctive mode. The subjunctive mode. Go and watch the video. It is very interesting. So yes, here the subjunctive is common in academic writing, in official recommendation, informal reports. When you have suggest that, commend that, orders that, advise that, demands that, recommend that, request that, etc. So we use the subjunctive mode. What is subjunctive mode? Subjunctive mode is when you use the base form. Example, the teacher demands that the student study harder. Number one, she suggested that he go. Don't say he goes, because suggest that required the subjunctive mood. Number two, the teacher insists that he study, not she studies, he study hard. The judge ordered that. So suggested that, insist that, ordered that, they be, not they are. So it is the same lesson. It is essential that every student follow the rules of the competition. Here, after expressions such as it is essential that, it is important that, it is necessary that, it is vital that, etc., we use the subjunctive mode. Okay? It is essential that, subject base form. It is important that he be on time. It is necessary that everyone brings their ID, their identity card. Number 10, you had not better tell anyone. You had better not tell anyone. You had better not tell anyone. You don't had better tell anyone. So which option is the best here? This lesson is about giving advice. Giving advice to someone, we can use had better. But in the negative form, had better not. Don't say don't had better. It's impossible. So the best option here, you had better not come. If only I didn't spend so much money, haven't spent so much money, hadn't spent so much money, hadn't spent so much money. This lesson is about expressing regrets and wishes, because if only is the equivalent of wish. Now, so normally when we have regrets in the past, wish plus past perfect, hadn't spent. When we regret something that happened in the past, we can use if only or wish plus past perfect. And here last month shows that it is a past. So if only I hadn't spent. Number 12, the factory had to be closed because of, due to of, despite of, by of the economic crisis. Which one here is the best option? I think it is because of. Because we can say due to of. It's impossible. You can say despite of, you can say by of. So the best option is because of the economic crisis. Number 13, she is looking forward to receiving, B, to receive, C, receiving, D, receive the university admission result. Looking forward to plus ing form. Looking forward to. I look forward to meeting you. They look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to seeing the results. Very often students use these expressions at the end of letters. When you're writing a letter, okay? I am looking forward to receiving your answer very soon. Number 14, although of the weather, despite of the weather, in spite of the weather, even though of the weather, we went for a walk. To go for a walk is aller se promener. Now guys, is it A, B, C, or D, the best option to complete 14? So in my opinion, here we have in spite of. Okay, because despite of no, even though of doesn't exist, although of doesn't exist, so the best option is C, in spite of. Okay. Number 15, I remember meet him before in Dakar. I remember met him before in Dakar. I remember meeting or to meeting him before in Dakar. Okay? Remember can be followed by ing form or by full infinitive. But in this situation we have here, remember is followed by ing form. Why? I remember meeting him. It is a past. Remember plus ing form when you recall a past event. Quand tu te rappelles, tu te souviens d'une action du passé. Je me rappelle l'avoir rencontré à Dakar. It is a past. But we can have also remember to plus infinitive, meaning don't forget. Remember to come early. N'oublie pas de venir à l'heure. Remember to tell your father. N'oublie pas de dire à ton père. Remember to come with your computer. N'oublie pas de venir avec ton ordinateur. Remember to lock the door. It means don't forget to lock the door. Number 16. He apologized to arrive late, for arriving late, about arriving late, of arriving late. To apologize. In English, the best prepositions that goes with apologize is for. He apologized for. Apologize for plus verb plus ing form. He apologized for being late. She apologized for forgetting my birthday. They apologized for interrupting the meeting. Number 17. The news is very encouraging. The news are very encouraging. The news were very encouraging. Or the news have been very encouraging. So first of all, the word news, is it plural or singular? Remember, news is an uncountable noun. So it is here normally singular. Is. The news is. News is an uncountable noun in English. Although it ends in S, it always takes a singular verb. So here it is. The news is surprising. The news was, not were, unexpected. Good news travels fast. What are you suffering? To, at, from, on. To suffer to suffer at, to suffer from, to suffer on. So suffering can be followed by many prepositions. We can say to suffer with someone, to suffer for someone, to suffer, after an accident. But when it is a disease, when you have a problem, you suffer from. Disease, to suffer from. Okay? So the verb suffer is followed by different preposition depending on the meaning. Suffer from, illness, problem, condition. She suffers from asthma. Many people suffer from stress. What are you suffering from? So here the right answer is to suffer from. Number 19. Sorry, I didn't hit you on purpose. To do something on purpose is faire quelque chose exprès. Je ne l'ai pas fait exprès. I didn't do it on purpose. So, on purpose here, faire exprès. Intentionally, deliberately. Example, I didn't break the vase on purpose. Je ne l'ai pas cassé exprès. She wasn't rude on purpose. So, on purpose, he did it on purpose. Il l'a fait exprès. Last sentence, number 20. They have been working 20 years. Is it the beginning of the action? Or is it the duration? Or is it the time elapsed since the action is finished? Okay? Do we say they have been working 20 years for 20 years, since 20 years? They have been working. Number 20, the last one. They have been working since 20 years, for 20 years, ago 20 years, once 20 years. So let us eliminate C and D. It can't be once. So, ago is for the past, the preterite. So it can only be A or B. A if it is the beginning of the action, and B if it is the duration. And in my opinion here, it is the duration. It is the number of years they have been working. It is the duration. So it is 4. It is 4. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck. Goodbye. Merci les gars et bonne chance. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner surtout. C'est important.